BTS's Jungkook flew to Tokyo secretly. Is this the end of his military career? Who is the mysterious figure waiting behind closed doors? Is it true that Jungkook will be recruited for a secret fashion destination? This new fact shook ARMY all over the world. Is it really about fashion? Or are there other reasons bigger, more jarring, and more emotional than just looks? Why is a man who has just started his compulsory military service suddenly seen at an international airport, veiled in silence, heading for Tokyo? Why was there no official statement from HYB? And why did the Korean media even choose silence for the first few hours? Who is the key figure secretly waiting for Jungkook in Tokyo, and what deal is in store for him? When the plane from Seoul landed at Tokyo's Haneda Airport, no one expected that the footsteps of a person who hides his identity with a mask and a black hat were a step that would shake one industry. One door opened, one silhouette came out. Surveillance cameras discreetly capture the shadows of tall bodies that are so recognizable, even in the dark. It was Jungkook. Still, why is he there? Isn't he serving in the military? Or is it? All we know so far is the scenario already designed. An internal source, who did not want to be named, said Jungkook's arrival in Tokyo was not random. He did not come for just a quick vacation, let alone for an ordinary personal agenda. According to leaks we exclusively obtained, Jungkook's arrival to Tokyo was made to meet directly with the CEO of a leading fashion company who has been keeping his intentions secret. Are you ready to find out who is behind the curtain? However, before we unpack who is trying to recruit Jungkook, let's take a step back. Since officially serving in the army, the public has almost never seen Jungkook appear in person. All official statements are diplomatic, safe, without loopholes for speculation. But did you know that 4 days before this flight, a mysterious figure from Tokyo appears to be visiting Seoul on a short, heavily guarded business trip? Is this a coincidence? Or is this the beginning of a big plan? Even Haneda airport staff admitted that that day there was unusual security in one of the VIP rooms. A black car with diplomatic plates picked someone up in a lane that's not public. Some say that the man sitting in the car looked nervous, but remained firm, carrying a document with the logo of a company that is well known in the world of haute couture. Jungkook, who is known for never being rash, is believed to have come to talk about something that not only concerns him as a singer, but as a global icon. Here's the big question. Will Jungkook drop out of the army early for an international fashion offer he can't refuse? Will the state allow it to step out of its responsibilities as a citizen just for the sake of a big name in the global industry? Or is it? All this is part of a hidden deal that involves more power than we can imagine. One name later appeared in internal intelligence reports, Maison Kurakami, a name unfamiliar to the public, but which became a legend in the world of exclusive fashion. They never open vacancies. They have never recruited artists from outside Japan, and they never made an official statement. But now they're opening the door to Jungkook. Why did they choose Jungkook? Is it because of his face? His talent? Or is there something much deeper, more personal, more emotional? One of the officials from Maison Kurakami even stated anonymously that they had been observing Jungkook for more than 2 years. She's not just a model. He's a symbol. Symbol of tension. Symbol of courage. A symbol of destruction and resurrection in one body, he said. And this is where emotions begin to play a role. If Jungkook accepts this offer, it means that he will have to make a big decision. Continue his military service to completion and lose this opportunity, or taking a controversial step that will make it a major topic around the world, and possibly lose the trust of some of the army who have fought alongside him all along. Are you ready to accept the fact that Jungkook may not return to the military? Does HYBE know about this meeting? Or will Jungkook go it alone, at his own determination and risk? What would happen if the Korean government learned of any business deals that took place outside of official permission? Will this be a case of military misconduct? Will we see a new history? Do not rush to answer. The reason is that our second source gave much more surprising information. The preliminary contract has already been signed. Jungkook has given approval in principle to become Maison Kurakami's first exclusive global ambassador, with a clause that he must attend their first international fashion show, to be held in less than 6 months. 6 months? But doesn't that mean he will leave his military duty prematurely? This is where everything becomes more and more complex. Will HYBE protect Jungkook? Or will they deny any involvement, leaving Jungkook to a decision that could ruin his career? Jungkook is not just a name. It is the symbol of BTS, the symbol of the army, the symbol of generations. But now, the biggest question that looms over all of this, is it about fashion or about escapism? Did Jungkook really want to switch to fashion because of the call of the heart, or because there was something he was trying to leave behind in South Korea? A wound? A secret? A pressure he could no longer bear? Or is it looking for a new identity in a world that is no longer bound by idol fame? Some observers stated that since the release of his solo songs, Jungkook began to show signs of wanting to let go. His lyrics talk about freedom, about emptiness, about personal struggles that are not known to the public. And now, when his footsteps take him to Tokyo in secret, all the signs feel like puzzle pieces slowly coming together. A person who knew Jungkook personally even said that Jungkook once said, "I want to be known for who I am, not for who I am." Is this the time for him to really realize that? And even more thrilling, Jungkook is reportedly not alone in this journey. A HYBE staff member, whose name is not listed in the public management structure, flew with him. Is this proof that the company actually knew and approved? Or did he just come to persuade Jungkook not to sign anything? Whatever the answer, one thing is now certain. Jungkook is at the center of the storm, and the storm showed no signs of abating. What was he really talking about in that closed room? What is the content of the contract whispered between the roar of the air conditioner and the aroma of Tokyo coffee? Is this decision final? And if so, what's the impact on the world of K-pop and for all of us? However, the next question began to resonate throughout fan discussion rooms and global forums. Why now? Why should it be at this time, in the middle of a military period that should not be disturbed by personal agendas, especially those related to the world of entertainment or international fashion? Does this mean that Jungkook has obtained special permission? Or is he just taking a step off course? A snippet of a video of a Japanese fan who managed to capture the silhouette of a man believed to be Jungkook in the lobby of a luxury Tokyo hotel went viral in a matter of hours. But what is more interesting is not his face, because he wears a mask and sunglasses that cover almost his entire face, but the figure of a silver-haired woman who greeted him enthusiastically in a closed area of the hotel. Who is this woman? Why does he seem to be the official welcome of a South Korean superstar on a secret mission that no one should know about? Some sources say that the woman was not just anyone. He is Nakamura Rei, the creative director and largest shareholder behind Maison Kurakami. And surprisingly, Rei is no stranger to Jungkook. It is noted that in 2022, she secretly attended one of Jungkook's solo concerts in Qatar and reportedly sent personal flowers to the idol's dressing room. Have their professional relationships been established for a long time? Was this a plan that had been drawn up even before Jungkook's conscription period began, and now, this narrative enters a much more complex chapter? A leaked email from one of Maison Kurakami's internal staff mentioned that this project not only made Jungkook the face of the campaign, but appointed him to be the co-founder of a new line that will be launched next year, named JKR, John Kurakami Rei. This is not just cooperation. This is the establishment of a new empire in the fashion world, which will make Jungkook not only an icon, but also the owner of a portion of exclusive international brands that can only be purchased by the elite. In other words, Jungkook is not only shaping the future of his career, he's also trying to reshape himself. However, this news not only shook the fashion world. This is a direct slap in the face of South Korean military rule. Many civilians ask, why do celebrities of Jungkook's class get treated differently? Why is there leniency in a system that has been so strict and disciplined against every man of military age? Some have even begun to compare the case to events of the past, when other Korean celebrities came under heavy criticism for engaging in commercial activities during their service. But is Jungkook in the same situation? Or is it a form of exclusion that can only be done because of its global status? We don't know yet. The government has not yet given a statement. HYBE has also not released a single word that could calm the public. Jungkook himself remained silent. But this silence is even more deafening. The more he was silent, the greater the noise of speculation that grew to the whole world. We wonder, is this Jungkook's strategy to slowly break away from the idol world that is raised? But the night Tokyo never really sleeps. And on one of the highest floors of a boutique hotel with an industrial modern interior accessible only to VIP guests, the lights are still on. There, a man long known as the face of the K-pop generation sat in silence, staring out the window while occasionally swiping his phone screen that flickered from missed calls. One name flashes more often than another, Jimin. What the world does not know is, for 3 days Jungkook did not reply to Jimin's messages. 3 days since the news of his departure to Tokyo leaked into BTS's inner circle. And according to a source very close to the BTS team, Jimin, who is known to be the closest emotionally to Jungkook, was the first to feel something was wrong. She knew from Jungkook's gestures the last time they had a video call, the source said. It was not the expression of a man leaving for ordinary military duty. It was the expression of a person carrying too great a burden of secrets. And now, the secret begins to open little by little, like a wound that has just been forcefully opened after being closed for too long. That same night, Jimin reportedly flew to Busan on the pretext of visiting family, but many suspect he went away from the limelight to calm his mind. Some army who knew him personally said that Jimin seemed more moody than usual at the airport, even refusing to greet the fans who called his name expectantly. "The gaze is blank," said a fan who was on site. It was as if he had lost something very important. And they may be right, because within BTS, Jungkook and Jimin are not just friends. They are mirrors of each other. What one feels, the other can tell only by one glance. But this time, Jungkook chose to leave quietly, without saying a single word. Why, meanwhile, in Tokyo, rumors begin to grow wilder. Some fashion journalists who were secretly present at the private Maison Kurakami fitting leaked that the photo session would not be just an editorial, but part of a documentary video that would introduce the JKR line internationally. Jungkook is said to have filmed the early stages at a secret location in Kyoto with the theme, Beyond the Mask. Is this a coincidence? Or is it a symbol? A reflection on how Jungkook, long known as the cheerful, obedient, and perfect Magne, actually only wears a mask? Will this documentary be an occasion for recognition that he has changed? That he wants to choose himself, no longer the image formed by the agency, the market, or even the fandom? And if that's the case, are we ready to accept Jungkook's new version? What makes the situation even more complicated is, HYB is silent. Not a single statement has been issued since these rumors began to run rampant on social media. Even BTS's own social media team seemed frozen, no uploads, no clarifications, not even a single emoji. All as if pulled into a gripping vacuum. Some ARMY seniors even made a long thread on Twitter and Wever stating that this was the first time they felt truly afraid of losing, fearing that what they had always considered a temporary, that is, a period of hiatus due to conscription, was actually just an excuse to prepare for a slow breakup. If it's true that Jungkook formed a fashion brand with Japanese people, why not wait until he finishes his military service? Wrote one of the ARMY accounts with more than 3 million followers. Why be silent? Why hide from Jimin, from all the members? This is not the Jungkook I know. And the question resonated again. IS Jungkook, no longer the Jungkook we know. Meanwhile, in a private chat group, a former BTS stylist who has been out since 2021 shared a surprising message to one of the fanbase admins. You will all be surprised to know how long it took Jungkook to prepare for all this. He had even kept a sketch of the JKR logo since before the yet-to-come concert. It was all planned. It's just a matter of time. It was even mentioned that Jungkook had asked for advice from Taeil, another BTS member who is more active in the world of fashion and art. And here's the most surprising part. Taeil agreed to the move. Yes, Taeil is secretly known to be supportive of Jungkook's move despite not participating. In a message allegedly from Taeil, he wrote, "If you end up choosing your own path, make sure you're prepared to lose everything. But if it can save yourself, then I'm proud of you." And now, the question has changed. Is this a way of salvation or a betrayal? The next day, A leaked image from Maison Kurakami document showed JKR's inaugural collaboration will feature a collection